Hi, this is Chef Dennis from UK Cuisine, and today I'm going to show you how to prepare a cantaloupe. They also call them mushmelons, I guess. But here in Michigan, this is the prime season right now. So I've got two containers over here, one for the scrap and the seeds and one for the actual melon itself. I'm going to start by taking off the ends of the cantaloupe, and I'm going to end up cutting this horizontally down through the middle. This is all compostable by chance. Alright, I'm going to go right down the middle. Alright, so we have the seeds. Some people have saved these and dried them out and actually planted them again the next season. I've never tried it, but it sounds like kind of a project. I'm just taking the heavy-duty spoon and I'm just scraping out all of the seeds. Okay. And now for the other half. This is a really ripe cantaloupe. And there are various methods on how to tell whether or not a cantaloupe is ripe or not. Some people thump melons, some people squeeze them. I found the best bet is to go by smell. If you take the end of it and it smells like a melon, then the odds are you've got a ripe melon. All right, I'm going to set this aside and mop this up a little bit. All right, I'm going to turn it on its side and I'm going to take off all of the skin, and I'm not going to leave any of the green because that makes it bitter. And I'm using my trusty standby chef knife or French knife. You can use a bony knife is also good for this. I could have done this, taken the skin off of it before I took out the seeds and stuff. But then you've got this slippery piece of melon, and the chances are greater of cutting yourself. So it's just, I find this easier this way. And I'm trying to keep as much melon on it as possible. And my French knife, by the way, is sharp. So that's an important part of doing this. Now we're almost done. A couple more pieces here. See, I'm trying not to take too much of the melon. All right, we're just going to get this out of our way here. All right, I have most of the green off. All right, I'm going to cut this widthwise into 1.5 1-inch pieces. Actually, bite-sized pieces is what I'm looking for. And if you notice, my fingers are tucked back, the tips of my fingers. I've really kind of grown attached to the tips of the fingers. All right, I'm going to take this part. I'm going to get this rag out of our way here. And again, I'm just cutting it in bite-sized pieces. I'll take 3 or 4 of these. As you can see, I'm going around it to try to keep the pieces equal. And one more of the end pieces. All right, I will continue with the next half. For the second half of this melon, I'm going to leave the skin on. I'm going to kind of wash it up a little bit. But you notice, like on a fruit tray or whatever, you know, the rind is still on the cantaloupe, and they either just kind of bite around it or that. So I'm just going to show you again. I'm going to go crosswise on it. And you can also do this instead of, like I did, cutting off all the rind the way it is. You can take this, and a lot of times what I'll do, like if I'm going to do a fruit tray or a cheese tray, I would usually take my paring knife to do this with. But what I'm doing, and you can go around like this, I'm going to leave this end so that it makes it easier for people to eat. I'm going to leave this end attached, all right? And I'm just going to go through, but I'm not going to cut all the way through it, all right? So now when somebody picks this up off our cheese tray or our fruit tray, they've got something to hang on to, and then they can either break it off by hand, or if there's like a fork, or you can, kind of like you would with a banana, move it back and just, excuse me, it's juicier than I thought. Anyway, so that's the idea of leaving the rind on. Like I say, presentation-wise, this would look nice on a fruit tray. You just kind of line it up like so. And if they're too big, you can always cut that in half and kind of slide it, pyramid it like so. All right. So this is Chef Dennis from UK Cuisine saying, remember, savor the food you eat. But in the meantime, the nice part about doing these is you get to taste it. Definitely a ripe cantaloupe.